First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today we've got an intriguing NFC matchup lined up here, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Detroit Lions. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Allen off the play fake. Connects with Kittle underneath. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to it quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Now with a first down pickup of 8. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Their first possession of the game, and they're already going after double coverage.
That's a nice completion that can set the tone for things to come if they're able to keep finding ways to beat what the defense is throwing at them. They look like they're confident that they can get it done.
Connects with Kittle underneath. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be second down. Yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
That is first incompletion after a 4-for-4 start.
Yeah, but they shouldn't back off from what they're doing. I like the play calling right out of the gate. I like the tone that they're setting. Keep going in that direction.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 22-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
First and 10.
Now, the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Going right back to Smith and Jigba. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it second down. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A good burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
First down.
first and 10 at the 11. Throwing now is Allen. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball. And sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
To the air, Allen. And they're going to get it. They bring it down to sack back at the 16-yard line. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. And this is up and good from Pinheiro. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
After the field goal, on to kick it away, it's Pinheiro. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tell it.
And Detroit getting set to go now.
At their own 33-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. They start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football. 3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. Mahomes now on the sneak. And he is going to have a Lions first down. And listen, it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, it shows confidence in your offensive line. And a fine chase on the right side, complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up second down.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game. I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 49ers' 37-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 3. Gibbs straight ahead. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward.
And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
And this will do the job nicely as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas.
Yeah, a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
Now Allen. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on the first down.
Good call there on the first down. And Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
Here's Allen to throw it. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Third and 5. Allen now looks to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Kirby Joseph. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Intercepted. The Lions take over.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. That'll be caught with St. Brown. Touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown. 28 yards. And the Lions will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Kick this one away, and off it goes. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Well, the Niners going back on offense now late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
And a 49er first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Allen. Smith-Njigba hauling it in on the out route. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Second down at 4. Now Allen. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 39. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, San Francisco.
So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He made his first attempt, this from 45. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So time it up for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. The Lions going to go back on offense one final time in this first half. And they'll have time for one play. It's 2 seconds on the clock. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. And the Lions getting set to go on offense to start the 3rd. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Hill going to go in motion right. Now they'll fake the jet sweep and off play action. Here's Mahomes. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a 1st.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your going back to the quarterback, and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. No big surprise, Micah Parsons doing what he does so well, dropping him for a loss.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Here's Mahomes to throw. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he'll be out of bounds out near the 45 at the 44. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here now a 3rd down and 8. To throw, it's Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 41-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Going underneath, Gibbs has it. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have the Lions first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Across the middle, he's got it complete to St. Brown. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows what.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs from 17 yards out. And the Lions take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. Looking to put a drive together. Play action. Now it's Allen. Got a man. That's Ayuk. So the completion good for just 3.
give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 35, here's a 2nd and 7. On play action, Allen. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
They'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered, and then all of a sudden.
And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4. Now Mahomes. They complete it to him.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Well, it goes a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all there will be, but still overall a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 7. To throw, it's Allen. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8, so logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Now a 2nd and 2. Ayuk going to go in motion right. And now a fake on a jet sweep, but instead they'll give it to McCaffrey. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Allen going to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling has been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Going to be taken in here by Nacua. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 13-yard line. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, and what a terrific play. Holding them to no gain.
12 yards between them and the end zone. 2nd and 10. Here's Allen. Pass caught right side Tonjes.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is 3rd down. Throwing Allen toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
But that incompletion reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Where will the pressure come from? 4th and 6 now. Now Allen. Touchdown Flyers! Isaac Guerendo from 8 yards out. And the Niners have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th.
So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do on the 2-point conversion.
The 49ers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
To throw is Allen. That's caught at the 1. And he's going to get into the end zone. The 2-point conversion successful. And we've got ourselves a tie football game. And this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Detroit's offense ready to take over. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
That's good for the Lions. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Two timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. Mahomes to throw it. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot it. It's incomplete.
You're not going to get many better opportunities than that to take the lead in the 4th quarter. He's got a man wide open. But, oh, my goodness. Just too much air under the ball, and he knew it right away.
Under 50 seconds to play. Here's 2nd and 10. Mahomes. And his throw is incomplete. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both, because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter.
The city just made it sweet. We could die better. They mouth get full of deceit. Let these cowards tell it. Walk in New Orleans with the end of get the LA yelling.
Here comes the Lions punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Niners set to take over on offense. They'd like to avoid overtime here, so maybe they can work the sidelines. But then defensively, how do they adjust to that if they do work the sideline?
It's the old leverage game, and we usually talk about leverage at the line of scrimmage, right? Who's going to win with the low blocking and everything that goes along with that. But in this case, you're trying as a defender to leverage them towards the middle of the field, not let them get to the sidelines and try and tackle them in bounds in order to run the clock out.
Chess match here late.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10. Allen. They'll find Ayuk open right side. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. Allen. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he's in for a touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They just likely won this thing in regulation. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Touchdown. Here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll start things out at the 25. And Detroit getting set to go now. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Here's 1st and 10. Mahomes. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Gibbs. The Lions now are going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Here's 2nd down. Mahomes. Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with third down coming up. Nearly an interception. If that one's picked off, it's over.
A lot of times when you're in coverage, you're so focused on the man and the coverage that sometimes the ball, if it arrives, it surprises you. That may have happened to him in that situation.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now they do indeed get the timeout, so ball is not lost. They'll have a chance for one final heave to the end zone.
First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
One final try for Mahomes. This to possibly force OT. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, they got the tip they were looking for but couldn't secure it. And this one's over. What a thrilling fourth quarter this one was. Well, at least I guess if you're cheering for the winning side, an outstanding comeback, though, that saw them completely take control and change the outcome of this game.
Yeah, I'm not sure how many of us saw that coming, the way that they were playing and having the lead after 3 quarters. A little bit of a stunning ending because it wasn't just a one-touchdown swing. It was a multiple touchdown swing for them to end up losing that ball game. Give credit where credit is due. They came off the pace and got it done.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.